welcome to episode 15 of AWA, and we have another episode of our TV show British Wrestling Weekly to bring you today. I'll get straight into it then, let's get kicking. We kick off the show with Phantasmo backstage with Petey Crockett, the owner. He asks to be given a chance to wrestle Mike Cash once again after Mike Cash last week cheated to get the win. Petey Crockett thinks about it and books that match for 2 weeks' time. This kicks off the show with a strong start, 24 rating, good start for us. We have Connie Steele. If you remember last week, Connie Steele came out and distracted Alex Windsor in her defeat to Lacey James in our women's title match. She's basically begging off. She's saying she had good intention. She just wanted to come and scout the competition, and she inadvertently cost Alex Windsor the match. She said it was purely accidental and that she's very sorry. Alex Windsor, strangely enough, doesn't take too kindly to this, and she asks for a match then and there. This gets a segment rating of 20. The show keeps on rolling here. In an extremely short match, Connie Steele defeats Alex Windsor in 5 minutes and 12 by pinfall with a surprise cradle. This gets a terrible rating. Basically, Alex Windsor looks like she's got the advantage. She goes for a big clothesline. Connie Steele ducks, gets the cradle, gets the roll up, and gets the unsurprising victory as she rolls out of the ring out of the danger of Alex Windsor, who's looking for retribution after being beaten so quickly. Connie Steele gets a rating of 23. Alex Windsor gets a rating of 22. I don't know why this got so bad of a rating. It got 7 overall. The crowd called as a result of this match. Let's see if we can look at why it was so badly damaged. The segment was penalised for a weird face heel because they're both faces. Okay, I get that. He's penalised for low morale. So was Connie Steele. Poor gimmick for Alex Windsor. Anything that could go wrong went wrong for this match, basically. And the crowd are a bit bored after that one, which is a bit disappointing because this is going to go into a storyline, but nonetheless, we will carry on. Next up, we have Thomas J. Curtis, who walks up to Nick Flag. If you remember last time, Nick Flag was offered a chance to join the network now that Thomas J. Curtis has spare spots available after Hydrosis, Soul Killer and Rio have all left the network in recent months. And he goes up to Nick Flag once again and says, "Hey champ, thought about my offer?" And then Nick replies, "Going to have to pass up on that one, Tommy boy. Good luck in your search, you're going to need it." As he taps him on the back as he's walking out of the room, he is blindsided. And surprisingly, Thomas J. Curtis, along with a debuting Kip Sabian and Alex Rancid, beat up Nick Flag and leave him down and out in the locker room. And this is a big turn of events. The debuting Kip Sabian has joined the network, and apparently Alex Rancid has also joined the network, and Thomas J. Curtis has some people under his tutelage once again here in AWA. And Nick Flag, the Commonwealth champion who turned down Thomas J. Curtis, looks to be in the crosshairs of Curtis and his boys. Kip Sabian debuted his bad boy gimmick and it got an initial rating of adequate, which is alright I suppose. We can see if it improves over the time. Nick Flag foreshadowed a face turn during this segment. This segment got a rating of 25 overall. That's a strong segment. And all the changes now. I was changing Thomas J. Curtis's gimmick because apparently his heel manager gimmick is just adequate, which I think isn't the best. So hopefully his new one will be better. His new gimmick is leader of the network, and it's got an initial reaction of poor. So it's actually gone from bad to, well, average to worse, which is not good. This rating is likely to rise over time as the fans get used to it though, so hopefully that improves. Next up is Kip Sabian in action. The debuting Kip Sabian, he takes on the local talent Roger Trent, who is actually Zack Knight, but I've given him a different name just because we want to protect him if we decide to use him in the future. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Kip Sabian defeated Roger Trent. in 5 minutes and 53 seconds by pinfall with a springboard dropkick. Kip Sabian got a rating of 32 and Roger Trent got a rating of 31. A 30 rating, that could be our best rating ever in AWA, so that's good to see the debuting Kip Sabian leaving a mark on his debuting show. Next up, we have the main event. We have a decent match. Chris Cage defeats Lewis Blain in 10 minutes and 46 seconds with a discus forearm smash. Chris Cage gets a rating of 23. Lewis Blain unfortunately only gets a 17, which drags it down to a segment rating of a 20. And that ends the show with a decent ending, but after that Kip Sabian thing, maybe we should put the Kip Sabian thing to finish off the show. But this gets a rating overall of 21, and it increases our popularity in 14 regions, so it's on the up once again. We're moving closer to the point where we want to be, which is the next level of the the next tier. We're obviously in the smallest possible. If we go to size, you can see that we are currently 15 in the Midlands. We need to be 17 to get to the next rating, which is tiny. We've also got good ratings in Northern England, Scotland, Southern England, Ireland and Wales, so not too bad. As opposed, we also show our TV show in Europe, so I can show you that as well. We're 6 across the board in Europe, so we're growing. We're slowly growing as a company, and that brings us to the end of this episode. So if you've enjoyed it, please like the video, and if you want to see more, please subscribe so you don't miss any single episode as we come out with virtual AWA. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.